Here's the first carry for Austin Eckler. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Eckler going to get it again on second down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Now it's Herbert. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield.
Well, this offense will definitely utilize him as a weapon out of the backfield because he was close to 100 yards receiving a week ago. So they will try to get him the football in space as they did right there.
Running on first down, Eckler.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Herbert on first down now. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. With it, looking to pass. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21.
First down, Los Angeles.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. He'll drop this one off to Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Herbert. And this pass broken up. Well, the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 4th down, Herbert. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Austin Eckler, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers 7, Raiders 0.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Jerry Tillery able to get him for a loss of about 3.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They're going to look to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to get it back here just past the 35. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
They started on the ground with Eckler, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. Now room for Eckler. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On first down, Justin Herbert for Keenan Allen. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
And the Chargers first down.
Here's Herbert. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield.
And as that ball was hanging in the air with the receiver streaking downfield to meet it, here in the stadium, you could just sense the crowd thinking, oh, no. And their worst fears were realized as that one turned into a long touchdown.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Right back to Connor here on first. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
2nd and 11 now. Back to throw. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Back to throw now on first down. He'll dump this one off to Connor. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and 8. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Jerry Tillery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd and 11.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd.
94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. I got you. I got you. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. 94 is the mark. You're not ready.
He'll drop to throw. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
Las Vegas, first down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, they'll run with Connor. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, they'll throw. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Whip. Watch the whip.
This thrown quickly out to Cooper. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a 1st and goal.
Check 26. Check 26. Flare. Check. Joker.
They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it'll be Connor. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. They'll look to run with Connor. Yeah, this is going to depend on the spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on. And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And with a little under a minute to go, it's still time to try to put a drive together to add to their lead should they so choose. Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. Flush to his right. Going deep here for Watkins. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And the Raiders are going to get it back here just past the 35. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
A good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. Now back to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders.
We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. That's into the hands of Eckler. And he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. There are two words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you've got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Connor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. On the handoff, Connor. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room.
A 44-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So not the greatest of first halves for them, but a little ray of light here at the end. The late turnover becomes 3 points before the break.
Well, they certainly needed something positive to go their way. Maybe 3 points doesn't seem like a huge deal in the grand scheme of things, but at least it's something to build on as they head into the half.
So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in Brandon Gaudin.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far.
Set to kick off.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. A fairly short kick from the 14.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was...
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Kenneth Murray able to record his 5th sack of the season. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
They'll set up a throw. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first.
So right after the defense gets you the ball on a takeaway on a fumble recovery of their own, you've got to reward them, don't you? You've got to stay out on the field, give them a chance to rest, and how about doing it the way they did it, running the football and picking it up on third down.
Yeah, would not have wanted to go 3 and out. They avoid that right there.
Yeah, they avoided the glares as they went back to the bench, didn't they?
They run with Connor. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
2nd and 4. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Harris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On the run is Connor. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. They'll stay on the ground with Connor again. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And he still doesn't have a catch. We're into the 2nd half. I think it's a little bit of a surprise to me, but that was one he should have caught.
Absolutely. That was his best opportunity right there. He dropped it. A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Carlson up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
A gain of 31 yards. First down.
This is a counter play. Eckler takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively, they rally quickly after the broken tackle. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
2nd and 6.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. Going deep here for Allen. And this is caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have made this a one-score game. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is down to a field goal.
Chargers 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a short kick taken at about the 16.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They start with a give to counter. Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Final minute now of the 3rd quarter.
Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Check 99. Check 99. Hey, switch gears. Switch gears. Kill, kill, kill. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Again, it's counter. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 70 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Bobo to Mike. Mike's Bobo. Go. Go.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10 is counter. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. They'll roll him out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
The Raiders on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Kenneth Murray in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Here's A.J. Cole now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Great blocking, nearly sprung in there. 28-yard return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a fourth-quarter lead. On first down, it's Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
10 yards on the pickup.
From the 50, here's Herbert. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. 45 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
First down, Los Angeles.
Herbert on first down now. He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll bring up a second down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Back to throw here, Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 23.
First down,
Herbert now. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
2nd and inches at the Raiders' 14-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Eckler, oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game, and all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
now from the 7. Here's 2nd and goal. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Can't afford another delay here as they come up again on 2nd and goal. Herbert. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
6 yards. Brings up 4th down and goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down.
Now Connor. And some room to maneuver. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
86 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. On play action, they'll throw. Buying time to his left. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's 2nd and long. From the gun, a give to Connor. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. As the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man. It's Darren Waller. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. Connor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Again, a run with Connor.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up third and 2.
This is Connor. Gets around him. And he's in for the touchdown. And in the final seconds, forget overtime. They've just likely won this thing in regulation. Carlson on for the PAT. And it would appear they're going to get out of here with a come-from-behind victory. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Charger drive about to get going. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
He's got a man, complete. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Throwing, Herbert. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. And now time for one final play that has to be obviously in the end zone.
Can't wait to see what they call, but you want to get it to your best player. Sometimes you have to do it by formation. Move everyone to one side, and maybe he gets a one-on-one isolated on the backside.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. One last throw here for Herbert. He's going to go up top again. And it's caught. It's a touchdown with zeros on the clock. And an extra point will send us to OT.
Brandon, we've seen this many times before. They've got the momentum. They just scored. Go for two and end this thing now.
Now for the all-critical extra point. And he's got it. No problems there. The extra point up and good, and we are headed to overtime. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away.
A fairly short kick from the 14. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now a first throw here in overtime. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Harris. This is a big spot for a rookie QB, and overtime's kind of where you earn your stripes, isn't it?
It really is, and we've talked with enough coaches and players about how these youngsters are getting into the game and playing this at such a high level so early. But overtime, that's an entirely different animal, and he's handling it well.
Yeah, starting to put together a nice drive. On first down, Connor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Two minutes left in this overtime session, and still all tied. It's 3rd and 4. Big play here, trying to keep this opening drive of overtime alive. They'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, I know you're toward the middle of the field here, but still, 4th down this distance, you got to punt it right.
That's definitely the first instinct, because you say, okay, let's just play some field position, make sure we don't lose the game here, turn it over in a key spot. But if you feel really good about your trigger guy, if you feel great about him, you might want to leave the ball in his hands and let him work his magic.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They're going to look to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White, and he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime of this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Herbert with his first throw in OT. Complete. Smith has it. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On third down, here's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. That's their 2nd and last timeout here in the overtime session. We'll be back. On 2nd down, Eckler. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And he got it. The kick is good in overtime. He's able to split the uprights. Now remember, this one is not over, but with the time running short here in this overtime,